If you're into fashion, then you might already know that fabric is usually measured by the yard. Did you also know that yards can be represented with decimals? A decimal shows a part of a whole, just like a fraction does. What if you don't need a whole yard of material for the item that you're trying to make? Here is a few fun math facts for future aspiring fashion designers. 2/3 of a yard is equivalent to 0.66 or 66 hundredths as a decimal, or 24 inches. 1/2 of a yard is equivalent to 0.5 or 5/10. That is equivalent to 18 inches. Who knew there was so much math on a fashion runway? Let's take the decimal 0.125 and break it up into its different place values. The digit 1 is in the tenths. The digit 2 is in the hundredths. And the digit 5 is in the thousandths. Let's take the decimal 0.875. Which digit is in the tenths? Great job. Which digit is in the thousandths? Good. Let's compare some decimals. Remember, as you move further right in your place value chart, your numbers get smaller. Hundreds are bigger than tens. Tens are bigger than ones. Ones are bigger than tenths, and tenths are bigger than hundredths. Let's think about this another way. Thousandths build hundredths, hundredths build tenths, and tenths build ones. So when you're comparing decimals, we want to compare the biggest place value first. In decimals, the biggest place value is going to be your tenths. So that's where we start comparing. Then we'll move over to our hundredths and then our thousandths. Let's look at an example together.
The two decimals on your screen are 57 hundredths and 456 thousandths. Now, you might think that 456 is a larger number, but in this case, we're looking at decimals. We need to compare the tenths first. 5/10 is larger than 4/10. So I already know what my larger number is going to be. Now you give it a try. Which is larger, 47 hundredths or 456 thousandths? Compare your tenths first, then your hundredths. What'd you get?